Hey guys, it's me, Ellen. I just want to say I cannot believe this year. It's been kind of crazy. I just looked over and I did 149 videos on my YouTube channel. That's kind of nuts. 149 videos. Wow. And that is not even counting all the videos that I did for Patreon. So I did a lot of work this year. And what is my takeaway from this year? I think the takeaway is just like, you know what? Just keep going, keep learning, keep striving to, come out of your comfort zone, create something new, get out of your head. I tell everybody all the time, if it's not fun, then don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't get stressed about art. Art is supposed to be fun. Art is supposed to be release. It's supposed to be something you enjoy. So if you're stressed out, you're not enjoying it. I want you to come on my channel and enjoy what you do. And even if you don't achieve the result you're looking for, at least you tried, right? And you can always keep doing it. Nobody gets it the first time. Nobody, It's like, it's a learning curve. It takes time. So don't beat yourself up. But 149 videos here. Thank you guys so much for being subscribers. I cannot say how much I appreciate you any more than I do like right now. Like, you are awesome. So for 2022, gonna make you branch out. I'm gonna do more things that are different. I'm gonna do some drawing videos, other mediums. I've initially created this channel to do a bunch of different things, not just watercolor. I kind of fell into this niche, and I kind of don't want to be niched. I'm not a person you can box in. So we're gonna try and do different things here. And that's great, because that's how you grow as an artist, Behind me, you see some acrylic paintings that I've created that are on my website. So I do all kinds of other things besides watercolor, and I've been painting and drawing and creating since I could hold a crayon or a paintbrush. So that's what we're going to try and do this year on my channel. So yeah, I think the biggest supplies I used this year was obviously watercolor and my Princeton brushes and my Arch paper, but also, I did a lot of pen and ink this year, right? We had a lot of fun. I used a Sharpie pen, I used a fountain ink, pen with some ink. Actual ink was a lot of fun. And I used, I made you guys get out of your zone by using some gouache, which we did a lot of, like, splattering the gouache, and you see how because it has chalk, it kind of bleeds out and creates this kind of bloom on the paper with watercolor. So for my last video of 2021. Wow, I can't believe it. And next year is my lucky number. So cross our fingers, we're going to have a fantastic year creating new stuff. I think I'm going to incorporate the things I used the most this year. And, talk about that real quick. And it's going to be a quick, fast video. Everyone's doing stuff. Everyone's got things going on for the end of the year, New Year's Eve. But I just want to come on here and say thank you guys for coming on my channel. Thank you for being awesome subscribers, and hopefully you continue the journey with me next year, and I hope you're growing and learning and having fun at the same time. So, that's all I wanted to say. I just want to say thank you, and that's it. So let's have fun. Let's do one more last fun little video, and see you in 2022. So just to start, I'll just take, I have been drawing flowers for a long time, so basically I like to wiggle, make like a poppy type flower here, and going up in the petal here and down, putting a little center in here, one little center in there. I might have little sprigs coming out of there. Same thing with the petal here, kind of on its side, and I'll do some crinkly wiggly ones here. For a rose, I'm just kind of just wiggling in, drawing these like kind of circles like this, or it could end up being like a ranunculus or something like that. And then we have these little 6 little petal flowers here. I'm just going to draw in these. I'm going to do like a sprig coming up, and just wiggling in some kind of flowers. You just basically kind of, it's like a scribble actually, but getting skinnier at the top. And you'll see when I draw it with the marker. And then here could be some kind of just floating, kind of really loose kind of flower. You see all those little petals here. I'll do some of the sprigs down here. Can do some little tiny flowers. I was probably doing like another poppy kind of type of flower over here. You know, simple like that. And little leaves coming down here. And then I'll do some bigger leaves out here. And put in like another 4 or 5 petal flower out here. Maybe do a smaller sprig here, like we did here. Kind of like a delphinium. It could be delphinium, which is basically like you're drawing like little baby flowers, clustering them, and then getting smaller up top. I'm not going to do like a super tutorial today because it's the end of the year and I am exhausted, and I don't know about you. I'm just putting some leaves here. So that's kind of basic, my basic beginnings of the drawing here. And I'll just go in and I'll fill in here. And then I'm just going to do a quick time lapse and show me how, I'll show you how I fill it in with the Sharpie pen. And then we're going to just fill it in with watercolor. And then we might go back and use the fountain ink pen and play around with that. So here we go. So here is the finished drawing, and I will just take my little gum eraser here and I'll erase all the pencil marks that I had underneath it as a guide before I drew with my Sharpie pen. And then I'm just going to mix up some colors and wash in the paint. Again, I'm not going to go over step by step on this. I'm going to show you a time lapse kind of thing because, again, it's been a long week. It's been a long year. And we're just going to play and show, and I'll come back in at the end and use the fountain ink and pen and show you that. I am going to play with this new color that I got, this cadmium red light, and let's see what happens. I do want to mention that I am going to be using Princeton 10 Neptune brush and maybe my 8 long round as I'm painting. Okay, great. Also, if it's starting to look a little too light, I've gone in here and I've added some neutral tint to the edges while it's still wet. I'm in and around some of these flowers just to kind of really just kind of pull them out so you can see them more. So you just really heightens this particular pink one by just going around, just kind of dabbing in and around. Just like another technique, guys. And again, I'll just keep doing this until I feel like I got all the colors down I want. I'm gonna go in and add some more blue. This is ultramarine. This was some ultramarine blue here. I mixed some purple up here. I kind of lost my purple in here a little bit. Fix this in here. Put some more purple. I didn't get enough purple in here. Maybe I'll add some purple down in here. Maybe a little bit out in here. It's nice to keep, you know, I'll play around, keep adding some color. And I'll add, like I said, that fountain pen and nib afterwards. Just keep playing with the color until I feel like I'm totally satisfied. And when that's the case, then I'll just start going in the ink. And you can still kind of, you can't really tweak it after I put in that fountain pen ink because it will bleed black everywhere. So you really got to get your colors down first before you're going to go play with that. Just like another little tip. And then it becomes a mess if you don't. So I'm just making some darker stems here. I'm adding some neutral tint and some burnt umber. And yeah, we're just about there. Finish. See, I'm playing around with all these different greens. I'm still using the 10. I never actually ended up using my 8, which is kind of fun. It's a challenge, you know. All right. I think that's good. I might go in and, like I said, and add some deeper reds, and then we'll finish it up. Okay, now that it's all dry, I'm going to play around with using my nib pen here and my fountain ink. And remember, be very careful with this because you can splatter it and just ruin your picture. You just take your time. It adds like this thick and thin lines. Very sketchy look. I'm going to go in here and just kind of like play around with the leaves more. It's kind of like a nice, fun thing to do. I have a lot of this in my Mini Mondays. So some of the bigger ones, but not really as much. And Mini Mondays I did this quite often. So I'm just going to go back over those lines, or sometimes I actually don't go back over those lines. I go over different lines and make different lines. And just adding in this particular medium, and it just changes the look again. Kind of really loose, very artistic, very sketchy kind of style, which I really enjoy. Not everybody likes this, which is fine, but I do. And I don't always draw within the lines. That's the fun part of doing this kind of stuff, painting and drawing outside the lines. So you can hear me click on these little lines. Sometimes I'll just go like this, and you can actually use this itself, the ink, and create some flowers. You could just do like little flowers out here. So what I'm going to do is go in and just, see out here I didn't have a stem. I'll just make one with the ink, you know, and play around with the flowers. Just kind of squiggling around the color. Go back over some lines that I did, so they're a little more intense, because this can go thicker and thicker. Oh, see, I have a splotch. See, you got to be careful. You can try and fix it right away, but it's ink. It's going to be permanent. And so it looks part of it, like a dark leaf. That's why I say when you do this, I'm rushing a little bit because I'm doing a tutorial, but take your time. So I'm going to go and finish all this, and we're going to talk about it at the end. All right, guys, so see how I've created those thick and thin lines? I'm going to do that. I kind of like didn't paint it out all the way to the line here. I like that look. you can go back in and highlight it even more, but it's just a really loose style. Excuse me, I can't even speak. See, I'm tired. So I hope you guys enjoyed, watching me do this. I mean, this is the pen and ink stuff that I love to do, play around. It's just another exercise in learning color, composition, getting a feel for the paper also, which is good because the arch paper has a little tooth to it. It's just a way to have fun. So that's what I want you guys to do. So in 2022, we're going to have lots more fun. Thank you guys so much for being amazing subscribers, and I hope you have a fantastic new year. And please don't stress. Please just enjoy. Do some painting or drawing, whatever it takes to make you relax. It's just a great tool to, learn and grow. And I just want to say my appreciation again. Take care, and I will see you in 2022.